In this video, we are going to talk about the most popular operating system, Debian. So we are going to install it, and I'm going to let you know. So we are going to download and install it. So if you don't know about Debian, then let me tell you, Debian is one of the most popular Linux operating system, and many popular Linux distros like Linux, I mean like Ubuntu, Mint, okay, are based on Debian actually. So if you go to over here, okay, so you can come to the website. So this is their official website, debian.org, and if you visit it over here, you will find all the information like why Debian, why many people use Debian. So you can see that Debian is free and it's totally open source and 100% free, and anyone can use, modify and distribute. This is their promise actually, and it's free of cost. It's stable and secure, okay. It has the extensive hardware support, and all the information you need you can find over here. So you can simply download it over here if you wanted to download directly, or if you wanted to download in other way, you can download from here also. So we are going to install it, and I'm going to show you the process of installing the Debian operating system. Okay, so you can simply click over here on this download button and it will start downloading. Like, let me show you. Okay, as you can see, my internet download manager is saying that you can download it, Debian 12.9.0. so I have already downloaded this file to save some time. So I'm going to show you how you can install it. Okay, so as you can see, this is the file that I was talking about. So I'm going to open my VirtualBox, and I'm going to create a new virtual machine from here. Let's name it Debian. And as you can see, once I name this virtual machine Debian, the type and the subtype are already selected. Now you have to select to where you want to save the virtual machine. So I'm going to save where I usually save all my VirtualBox. So I'm going to select this, and then come to the hardware part. Over here you have to select how much RAM you wanted to provide and how much processor CPU. I'm going to provide 4 GB of RAM, and if you click on the hard disk section, it will ask you how much storage you wanted to provide. So I'm going to provide 50 GB of storage, and then finish. Go to the setting once, and then go to the storage. From here you are going to select the file that we have downloaded. It will be this one, and then the network, I'm going to select the bridge adapter so it can access my internet from my host machine. Okay, so as you can see, we are inside of the installation page now, and it's saying that Debian 12. Okay, so we have few installation option over here. If you wanted to go with graphics install, normal install, advanced option, and all the other information you will find. So I'm going to go with the graphical install, hit enter. Okay, so now you have to select the language. So continue, you can select whatever language you are preferable in. Okay, you can select like all the language, Hindi, Greek, German. Okay, so I'm going to select the by default English, and then select continue. Now you have to select your location. Okay, I mean the country you are from. As you can see, the meaning of this, why you are selecting this selected location will be used to set your time zone, and also for example to help select your system local normally. This should be your country where you lived. So you have to select whatever like country you are living in. So I'm going to select India, and then continue. Over here you are going to select the keyboard layout. so I'm going to leave it by default. If you ever install Kali Linux, then you might know that the installation page and the graphical interface, it's quite similar to Kali Linux also, because Kali Linux is also based on Debian actually. Okay, so it's going to ask you for your host name, that what you wanted to provide. So let's say I'm going to provide, okay, this one, and then click on the continue section over here. Okay, now your domain name. If you don't have any domain, then you can simply just skip it. Okay, now it's asking for a root password. So root is going to be your system administrator account. Okay, so make sure you provide a good password. As you can see, they are giving a description over here that you need to set a password for your root. Okay, the system administrative account. So we have to make sure that a good password will contain a mixture of letter, number, and punctuation. So we are going to put a password, then reconfirm it. So let me show you. I'm using a very systematic password over here because I'm installing it on my virtual box, so I don't have an issue. But I always suggest, if you're using it on your live server, please put a strong password. So continue. Now the full name of the new user we are going to create, so I'm going to name it okay, and then continue, and it's going to be your user name over here, so I'm going to continue again. Okay, now it's asking for a username and password. Previously we have entered the password for root user, and now we are going to create a local user, so I'm going to put the password. One moment. Okay. Okay, again I have entered the same password, but you can enter different password if you wanted to keep your local user password a different one, and if you wanted to create a root user password different one, you can do that. So continue. Now it's going to like format the disk. So over here it's asking that how you are going to choose your disk, if you wanted to use that entire disk, or if you wanted to use entire disk with LVM. So from this section we are going to select how we are going to partition our disk. So if you wanted to use the entire disk, then you can select the first one, and if you wanted to use the entire disk but you wanted to also set up the LVM, then you can use this one, and this one is for LVM with encrypted LVM, and this one is if you wanted to use your entire disk also set up a encrypted LVM, then you can do that. Means if you wanted to use this encryption, then if anyone remove the hard drive, they will not be able to see the data. And this is for the manual partition if you want to use. So if you are a beginner, then I will suggest you to use this one, and then hit the enter button. From here it's going to show you, like if you have multiple hard drive, then it will be visible over here, but I have only one hard drive with capacity of 50 gigabyte, so I'm going to select this one and then continue. Okay, so now it's saying that select the partitioning, so you can select from here, or you can just simple, like it's saying that if you wanted to separate the home partition, or if you wanted to separate the home var and the temporary TMP file with different partition, you can do that. But as I mentioned, like it's saying that recommended for new user, so you can do this. Okay, now it's giving you a preview of whatever information you have selected, and then hit continue. Okay, now it's asking you to write the changes. So make sure you don't have any information like important data if you're installing it on your physical hard drive. Okay, then select the yes and then continue. Now it's installing the operating system in your hard drive actually. So if you wanted to scan any additional media, if you have over here, you can do that, but I don't have any, so I'm going to select the no by default and then continue. Okay, so from here it's asking you to configure the package manager. So as I'm like selected the country India, so it's default selected on India, so I'm going to continue with that. Okay, so now it's asking to select which like package manager you are going to select. I mean the archive mirror, so I'm going to select with the deb.debian.org and then continue. Okay, if you have any proxy information if you are using, then you can select from here. I don't have any, so I'm going to like leave it blank. Now it's configuring the apt manager actually. So from here, like as you can see, that system may anonymously supply the distribution developer with the statistic about the most used package on the system. This information influences the decision such as package manager should go on the first distribution CD. I'm not going to select this one. Okay, so simply they are asking that participate in the package user survey. They will like take the information from your system like which kind of packages you are using. Okay, the basic things. They are not going to take any like personal information from your system, so I'm still not going to select this one, so continue. Okay, now they are asking the desktop environment, which desktop environment you want and which kind of software you wanted to use. So as you can see, the Genome and the Debian desktop environment is already selected and the standard system utilities, but I'm going to also select the SSH and the Apache, the web server. So if you wanted to select anything else, you can select from here and then continue. These services are going to install if you have an internet connection, then continue. So now it's asking to install the Jira bootloader. So I'm going to select the yes. Okay. So it's saying install the Jira bootloader to your primary drive. Make sure to select it yes and then click continue. Now you have to select the location. So I'm going to select this one and then continue. Okay, so as you can see, the installation is now completed. So we are going to reboot. Okay, so it's now starting. So it's going to start the operating system. So this is the user that you have created. So you are going to enter the password now and then hit enter. Okay, so desktop environment, which is look like. So it's greeting us with the welcome message, as you can see over here. Okay, so we are going to click the next. Now it's saying that select your keyboard and layout if you wanted to make any changes, but I have already selected this over here, as you can see. But if you wanted to make any changes, you can do it from here. And then again, the location services, if you wanted to use, I mean allow your location service, you can do that, or else you can just turn it off from here. And this is the online accounts which come with pretty much all the Linux like breakthroughs now. So if you have any online account with these things like Google, Microsoft, and if you wanted to link them, you can do that from here. Okay, so it's saying all done. So we are going to start using the Debian GNU Linux. So from here, as you can see, these are the like control panels for your volume and then your internet action. It also has the night light if you wanted to use it, and then the performance from here if you wanted to use the dark mode or if you wanted to use the day mode. Okay, you can simply select from here. You can toggle from here. From here you can access your screenshot. Like as you can see, they are giving you a screen taking option over here. With that you can capture your screen simply like this, and it's going to capture. From here you can either lock your computer or you can access the power menu from here. Like if you click over here, it will say like power off, restart, log out, and all the options. You can simply go to the settings from here, and this is the activities. So if you click over here, it will give you the two screens. As you can see from here, you have two screens over here, two desktop layout. So you can use it if you wanted to move something, you can work on this screen, and then if you want to do move some like work something else, then you can simply visit to this particular screen. Over here it come with the basic software utilities. So if you click over here, so applications, you can see the contacts, weather, clock, map. Okay, basic software utilities will be over here. So this is how their file manager look like. So if you notice that, you might see that it's similar with Ubuntu and all the other like Linux desktop, because they are also based in Debian. So that's why this is your home folder, document folder, download folder. Okay, I mean to connect with your remote servers. As you can see, if you click on this particular question mark, it will say all the protocols to connect the servers. If you are using a file transfer protocol FTP, you can use this one. If you are using a SSH, you can use this one. Okay, and this is for the Windows network. It's going to search. So it's also giving you the basic information, how much storage is now free on your particular system. So this is how pretty much everything over here. So if you find this video any helpful, please like this video and subscribe my channel, and I'm going to see you to another video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day.